So you want to install some crayon molding, but you don't know how to cut it? I'm going to show you how. So first things first, with crayon molding, you got to know what's top and what's bottom. This profile is very simple. We put the cove at the bottom and we put the bevel at the top. Now, knowing that this is the bottom, aka the wall, and this is the top, aka the ceiling, what happens when we get to our saw? Well, everything gets reversed. On the saw, it's actually upside down and backwards. I know, confusing already, right? So the number one thing with crayon molding, when you're mounting it on your saw, how do you hold it in place? Well, this edge and this edge are your guiding edges. These are what you mount to the ceiling, to the wall. So it's the same thing when you come over to the fence and the table of your saw. So that when you actually have it in place, you're not rotating it up and down. You're simply just aligning those two edges to hit flat against the surface. So you can see here and here I am flat. That way my piece won't wiggle, and I know that this is exactly how it's going to mount on the wall. What you can see is fence is the wall, table is the ceiling. Like I said, upside down and now backwards. Now, the backwards comes into play when we go to make our cuts. Swiveling the saw on a 45 degree, you're going to get the angle for an outside corner. The length measured across this edge would be longer than the length on this edge, so that makes it an outside corner. Now, if it's an inside corner, I would swivel it back the opposite direction so that you could see now the length across the bottom, aka the top, and the wall piece, which is the fence, is now the longest part. This is how we differentiate between inside and outside cuts. So let me show you. Here's an outside corner. This is longer, this is shorter, this is an outside corner. You can now see if we line them up, this is exactly how it would be on the ceiling and the wall. Now, to make the inside corner cut, we can go to the other end, slide it across, so that if we make this cut, this point will be longer, this point will be shorter, so that when I grab my next piece to do an inside corner, which is in the opposite direction, so inside versus outside, you now see the difference. The bottom will be longer, aka the wall, and the top will be shorter, versus my outside corner, I now have my top longer, aka the ceiling, and the bottom shorter, the wall. So again, upside down and backwards, a little confusing, so I hope that helps. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say.